A battle between Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul would surely be one of the most highly anticipated in boxing history. Canelo, a multiple division world champion and widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers of his generation, would meet Jake Paul, a social media sensation turned knockout artist who continues to astound the world with his amazing power and unrelenting knockout finishes. While many discount Jake Paul's boxing ability due to his lack of experience, it's difficult to overlook the development he's made since shifting from YouTube stardom to the boxing ring. Before we get into a debate about who would win this hypothetical match, let's take a closer look at some of their most devastating knockouts to date and see who actually deserves the title of Knockout King amongst the two. Jake Paul vs. Anesan Gibb, January 30, 2020, Miami, Florida. One of Jake Paul's most famous knockouts occurred during his battle with Anesan Gibb. This fight was significant for Jake for a number of reasons. Not only did he want to establish that he could box, but he also wanted to show that he was capable of fighting at the highest level. Paul grabbed control of the battle as soon as the bell rung. He put continual pressure on Gibb, remaining on the offense and dictating the pace. Jake demonstrated some noticeable head movement and unorthodox features of his style, setting himself well behind his jab and coming in close to land blows. As the bout went, Gibb began to lose his footing and was injured by a well-timed right hand from Paul. In the first round, Paul knocked Gibb down for the first time. Gibb was plainly surprised, but Jake remained unwavering and gave him no time to recover. Jake's momentum grew as he landed a barrage of blows, ending in a superb right hook that knocked Gibb down again. Jake Paul won the battle in the first round, eliciting a cheer from the audience. Canelo Alvarez vs. Liam Smith, September 17, 2016, AT&T Stadium, Texas. Canelo Alvarez has demonstrated his knockout power throughout his career, making him a force to be reckoned with. One of his most impressive knockouts was against British boxer Liam Smith in 2016. Canelo had already established himself as one of the world's finest fighters, but the Smith fight helped him cement his reputation as one of the best pound-for-pound boxers. Early in the fight, Canelo demonstrated his amazing strength and technique by hitting strong punches that visibly scared Smith. In the 8th round, Canelo's domination over Smith became clearer. He was already ahead on the scoreboard, but he made a statement with his strength in this round. Canelo delivered a stunning left hook to Smith's body, sending him to the ground. Smith's first knockdown in his professional career demonstrated Canelo's power in the ring. Canelo continued to attack relentlessly throughout the match. Smith was bleeding, bruised, and eventually unable to continue. After repeated knockdowns and a savage display of body blows and hooks, the referee called the fight off in the 9th round, handing Canelo a well-deserved knockout win. Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley 2, December 18, 2021, Tampa, Florida. Jake Paul's next opponent after defeating Ben Askren earlier in 2021 was Tyron Woodley, the former UFC welterweight champion. Woodley, recognized for his knockout power and elite wrestling background, appeared to be a formidable opponent for Paul. However, the YouTuber-turned-boxer was desperate to show that he was a serious fighter capable of facing a former world champion. The bout was a back-and-forth affair, with each fighter having their moments. Jake Paul, on the other hand, shown increased boxing abilities as well as patience in his approach. The decisive moment occurred in the 6th round, when Paul delivered a devastating right-hand knockout. Woodley was caught completely off surprise as he dropped his guard, leaving himself open for a perfect punch right down the pipe. Paul lined up the punch wonderfully, waiting for Woodley to make a mistake before taking advantage of the opportunity. The knockout was clean, accurate, and delivered with the power that Paul promised prior to the bout. Woodley landed hard on the canvas, and the referee quickly stopped the bout, giving Paul his second consecutive knockout victory. Canelo Alvarez vs. Sergey Kovalev, November 2, 2019, MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Canelo's knockout victory over Sergey Kovalev exemplifies his immense power and skill. When Canelo stepped up to light heavyweight to meet Kovalev, many skeptics questioned his ability to handle the power of a boxer who had previously ruled the 175-pound class. Kovalev, a seasoned veteran and former world champion, was widely regarded as the favorite owing to his size advantage and extended reach. Canelo, however, was unfazed and entered the bout with a definite strategy. break down Kovalev with body blows and gradually wear him down. Throughout the fight, Canelo had amazing movement, slipping punches and getting inside Kovalev's jab. Kovalev attempted to retain his ground, but Canelo's unrelenting assault paid off in the 11th round. With just over a minute left in the round, Canelo landed a superbly timed right-hand left hook combo that sent Kovalev to the mat. The punch was so clean that Kovalev was unable to recover, and the referee stopped the bout, giving Canelo a spectacular knockout win. This victory was especially notable since it demonstrated Canelo's ability to compete in several weight classes and successfully challenge boxers much larger than him. Jake Paul vs. Ben Askren, April 17, 2021, Atlanta, Georgia. Prior to his bout with Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul made his boxing debut against former MMA fighter Ben Askren. Askren, who was better known for his grappling than his hitting, was expected to struggle in a boxing ring. Despite the discrepancy in boxing experience, Jake Paul had considerable knockout power. The fight was done in less than 1 minute. Jake Paul came out strong, pressing Askren with quick jabs and setting up hammer punches. As Askren tried to regain his feet in the ring, Jake Paul delivered a wonderfully timed right hand that sent Askren to the canvas. The knockout was clean and quick, and Askren was unable to recover after taking the shot. The bout was quickly stopped by the referee, delivering Paul a sensational first-round knockout victory. The finish not only stunned onlookers, but it also demonstrated Paul's potential as a boxer, demonstrating his ability to conclude a fight quickly. Canelo Alvarez vs. Amir Khan, May 7, 2016, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. One of Canelo Alvarez's most memorable knockouts occurred during his bout with Amir Khan. Khan, famed for his amazing speed and boxing skill, was regarded as a serious threat to Canelo's reign. Khan came out quickly, utilizing his speed to strike shots and move around the ring with ease. However, Canelo demonstrated why he was one of the best in the world with a knockout that left spectators stunned. In the 6th round, Canelo landed a superbly timed right hand that dropped Amir Khan to the mat. The blow was both forceful and precise, striking Khan as he sought to jab. The knockout was so devastating that Khan was knocked out cold, and the referee promptly stopped the fight. This victory solidified Canelo's image as a knockout artist who can stop fights with a single hit. So, who is the real knockout king? On the one hand, Canelo Alvarez has repeatedly proven himself to be a master of his art, defeating elite competitors in several weight classes with his remarkable power, technique, and fight IQ. His knockouts are frequently the product of perfectly timed blows delivered at the optimal moment, demonstrating not only his power but also his ability to outthink his opponents in the ring. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has won knockout fights in rapid, explosive fashion that frequently surprises. While his opponents may not have Canelo's boxing pedigree, Paul has proven to be a dangerous fighter with knockout power. His propensity to finish bouts swiftly has gained him praise from some in the boxing community, even though his skill set is still evolving. Finally, the knockout king issue is dependent on the amount of competition encountered. Canelo has faced and defeated some of the world's top fighters, whilst Jake Paul's knockouts have primarily come against boxers with little experience. If Jake Paul faced Canelo, the Mexican great would most certainly win due of his experience and abilities. However, Jake Paul's ascension in the boxing world cannot be ignored, and his knockout power is unmistakable. In the end, Canelo Alvarez may be the ultimate knockout king, but Jake Paul's boxing career is far from over. If he continues to develop as a boxer, he has the potential to become a serious threat in the sport, and one day we may see him meet Canelo in a battle that would captivate the globe. Until then, fans will have to wait and see how Jake Paul's boxing career progresses and whether he can continue to shock the world with his knockout power.